project has been about a year in the making. I was including ADF for 4 months about, and I did a program through the Alliance for Global Education at Ferguson College studying public health and development.
Diversifying capital. Typically when we think about capital, we are thinking about money. But this type of capital I'm going to discuss today is not money. It's from a concept that Pierre Bourdieu came up with called cultural capital. Cultural capital is the knowledge of the dominant culture that allows a person to be able to navigate greater society.
So this project had two goals, somewhat ambitious goals. The first was to ask if the dearth of African American women on Boston City Council is unique. And so, why does this happen?
How does JC virus infect humans? So we don't know the route of transmission, but it is hypothesized that it's the urine oral contamination route since it's present in the kidneys.
Queen Elizabeth, and I entitled it The Heart of a King and the Body of a Woman, a historiographical study of feminist interpretations of Queen Elizabeth I.
To give you some actual specific trends in gender, as India, as you know, India is becoming a very great economic power in the world, but it's highly contrasted by some very unfortunate lack of development in gender equality.
So my hypothesis is Boston is unique. From that I say African American women are currently underrepresented in Boston, and so are women when compared nationwide. My other is that men and women of color are not underrepresented in Boston's school body.
So the first hypothesis is that PML progressors would have had more rearrangement than PML survivors and HIV positive controls. The hypothesis was proved, and we found out that PML survivors had more rearrangement than PML progressors.
But the issue is that these 4 things that students need in order to adjust are the things that they also lack. So the solution to the problem is the problem itself, if that's clear. You feel that the way you speak is now invalid. If the way you speak is in reference to where you come from, now your life experience is invalid. And that's a difficult feeling.
I learned a lot about Elizabeth, but I've also learned a lot about history and historians. And one of the things that you kind of know, but it's not something you really focus on, is the fact that historical decisions are not simple.